Hey, it's Don, and welcome to So Awkward. I'm about to go pick up Jester, because we're going to go see The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Alright, let's go.
Found you.
Hey. Are you ready to go see Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I'm ready.
Every day, I wake up knowing that the more people I try to save, the more enemies I will make.
So what did you think of The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I
loved it.
Oh my god.
No, just kidding. What did you think of it? I thought it was great.
I like Andrew Garfield. Like he's fun to watch, and he's actually funny.
Have you ever read the comic book?
No.
I'm a huge Spider-Man fan of the comics, and I didn't hate
I did.
the other movies, but I didn't like Tobey Maguire. Like, I thought the movies were really cool. Sam Raimi's a good director, but Tobey Maguire sucks. Spider-Man should be charming, he should be funny,
Right.
and he should be heroic. And Andrew Garfield was really good. I may even have liked him better as Peter Parker than I did as Spider-Man. Whereas in the other movies, anytime Tobey Maguire's on screen, it's just, I want the movie to end.
Yeah.
Whereas this kid was really good. Like, I laughed a lot. Like, he was funny. What did you think of, what's her name?
Emma Stone.
I thought she was really good.
I don't know if I have an opinion of her. She didn't bother me.
I liked her. Kirsten Dunst
Right.
was in the other trilogy,
Yep.
and they sucked. Like, it was Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire, and they both sucked, and they were both boring, and they had zero chemistry. Whereas these two, this was like kind of a love story. It was a romance, and I liked it. Like, I was like on the edge of my seat, because like, will they get together? They break up, and I was like, oh no, because they seem so good together. And then maybe they get back together, and they keep breaking up. And it was kind of like a romantic comedy. And but I think it really worked.
Okay.
The scene where they kind of were gonna be friends again, and they were talking about the ground rules.
Right.
That was
Right.
really funny, and that was really charming. And you could really tell that they really loved each other, and they wanted to be together. I don't know, just where I thought it was really good. I got misty in some places.
I did not.
Like, why was the father in the movie?
I don't know.
Like, I didn't really follow any of that. But this movie, like, it opened with the father and the mother. Although she didn't really do anything.
No, she didn't really do anything.
She was in the bathroom for, like, the whole movie.
Right. It was one part of the movie that I didn't like.
Oh, she was in the bathroom?
Well, when they were on the plane. Because it was all too shaky. So it moved too fast, so it hurt my eyes to watch.
Sure. I'll tell you my problem with the opening scene. It's Spider-Man 2. Open with Spider-Man.
Sure.
Like, they could have taken the parents out of the movie, because none of that added anything. There's no parents in the comic book.
Okay.
I mean, I think later on you learned a little bit, but that was after they ran out of stories. You know what I mean? I mean, they've been publishing Spider-Man for 50 years. They write everything eventually. But we didn't, because I didn't really And the father, I don't think this is a spoiler, because I think even it might even be in the trailer. Like, he worked for Oscorp,
Right.
were the villains of the film, and he had something to do with the spiders that created Spider-Man. That seemed a little too contrived. But I don't even remember the first movie. Maybe that tied into the first movie somehow. But I believe it was all just an accident that Peter got bit. So that seemed a little too forced.
Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, I think it was pretty much close to a perfect comic book movie. I mean, it was exciting. I thought the action was really good. It was funny. It was romantic. It was faithful to Spider-Man. Like, Andrew Garfield was really good, and his costume was really good. Like in all the Avengers movies, which I really like, but the costumes are all shit. Because they don't look like the comic book and they just look stupid. Like Captain America's got all those buckles and stuff on him. Right?
I don't know. I don't read the comic books.
I do.
So to me, they all just look cool.
And then, what's his name? Jamie Foxx?
Yep.
Jamie Foxx. He was really good.
Yeah. He was fun to watch. Even before he was the bad guy, he was likable then.
He was really...
And yeah, he was enjoyable to watch.
Like the scene where he was shaving and it was his birthday
Yeah.
and he was talking to like Spider-Man's picture. That was really good. No, Jamie Foxx, he's a really good actor.
I agree.
I thought like the whole way they did his character arc, and it was really good, and it felt like a comic book.
Okay.
Like he had comic book motives where they're just broad. He just wants revenge. Whereas usually in movies like this, like they have to put all this other stuff into it, like all the psychological stuff. Whereas this just felt like he turns evil because he has this accident that also feels like a comic book accident. Like he falls into what happened? Fell into like a pit of electric eels. So all of a sudden he's electric. But I thought it was good. Like the Times Square scene.
Yeah.
That was really good. Like just the way like Spider-Man tried to talk to him. It was just really good. You said you liked the way Electro looked.
Yeah.
Like you thought he looked cool.
I thought it looked neat.
Do you know what the character looks like in the comic book?
No. Oh.
Yeah.
That's not at all what he looked like in
Not
the
at
movie.
all. I mean, first of all, he's a white guy, which is fine that they made him Jamie Foxx. I don't have a problem with that. But in the comics, I don't think he could turn into electricity like Jamie Foxx did. But it was cool. I just thought they got Spider-Man's costume perfect. It was just weird that they turned Electro into a blue man, like a member of the Blue Man Group or something.
Well, based on the picture,
Yeah.
I like the Jamie Foxx version better. I like the idea of him being electricity more than just a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
Can I say that? Is that okay?
Jamie Foxx was so good, I didn't care. What do you think of the Harry Osborn kid? I loved him.
Oh gosh, I liked him.
I thought that kid should get an Oscar.
Okay.
I thought he was really good.
He was very good,
He
but
was-
every time I saw him, I just thought Leonardo DiCaprio.
See, he looked a lot like him, and I thought about he's like a young Leo DiCaprio. Is Leo DiCaprio young? Leo DiCaprio is a young Leo DiCaprio, even though he always plays like 50-year-olds, right?
Well, now he does.
But he's still like 30.
Is he?
He's got to be younger than me. We'll look. We'll
Keep talking. I'm gonna look.
No, I thought I don't know who the actor is. Look up that too, so we can give him a shout out. No, I thought he was having fun. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's just that he was he was in a movie and he was just going for it, and like every time I thought he stole every scene he was in. He was just so weird. His performance was so weird.
He's 39.
Holy shit. For real?
For real.
That makes me happy to know I'm younger than Leonardo DiCaprio.
November 11th, 1974.
So he's gonna be 40?
I guess so.
Wow. Who's this kid? Who played Harry Osborn?
I'm not there yet.
What's his name?
Dane DeHaan?
Sure.
I don't know.
So wait, what's his name? I'm setting up a joke. What's his name?
Dane DeHaan?
Would you say he's a Great Dane? Actor? One of the things I really liked about this movie, which is also the thing that I bet a lot of critics won't like, is that it didn't really follow the typical 3-act structure. You know, like beginning, middle, finale.
Right.
It was just kind of like a whole bunch of stuff happening. You know, like he fought Electro, and then he fought this other guy, and then he fought the other guy.
Right.
But there was no real story. I mean, he was trying to learn about his father, but that felt like superfluous to the plot. Which there wasn't a plot. But I think in most movies that would be a flaw. But because it's a comic book movie, it kind of felt like you were reading several comic books, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So I thought that was kind of cool. I'm going to say it's the best Spider-Man movie ever.
I'll agree. But I feel like that means a little less because I never read the comics.
Or you better get out and walk home.
Oh, man.